Basketball on the Big Ten Network is powered by Ram Trucks. Tonight, preseason ranked for just the fourth time in school history. The number 25 Rutgers Scarlet Knights welcoming the co-favorite from the NEC, the Wagner Seahawks. They are fired up in this building, and they are watching something special on the bees. Pumped to get started. Scarlet Knights are underway, and it's Wagner with the ball first. And this is the guy that makes it go for them, Javier Esquerra, in his fourth year at Wagner. It'll look a little different this year for Rutgers, much more of an up and down, want to get there and make the 85 points they had in the exhibition against St. John's, but this is still the bread and butter for Steve Peichel on this end of the floor. Keontae Lewis reposting against Obole with 6 on the timer, and Wagner on the board first.
Yeah, and he's going to be crucial, Keontae Lewis is. 6'9", 260. Seahawks are expecting him to take a significant jump here in his junior season. He's off to a good start.
You see the shoulder brace on Williams' arm, a dislocated shoulder in practice last week, and he's still going after it to stay with Rutgers basketball. You mentioned nerves. Certainly that's a big part of it. We asked Dylan Harper about those nerves today. He said, nah, not on game day. I get nervous the day before a game. His first shot as the Scarlet Knight is a made triple.
Keeping that theme going here in his first official game on the Banks.
Ramir Moore in the game, nice feed and soft touch. Keontae Lewis, the junior, he averaged
6% body fat for the Rutgers Scarlet Knights this offseason.
Take it again, Dylan Harper to the rack, outside, in, sack out to Harper. You just kind of feel like every time he touches the ball, this crowd has been waiting almost like a decade for that to happen. Tough turn and spun out. 72 threes last year at San Diego. Seahawks hanging tough here in the early going. Lewis had their first 4 points. RJ Green on the spin. Nice find. And Wagner up by 3.
Summer dropping 30 pounds already since he's arrived on the Banks. Allows him to create plays like that, staying vertical, defending without foul.
Tough shot off the bounce. Zay Blake, the redshirt junior.
Transfer portal, the guys looking for other opportunities. They're trying to replace the productivity of Melvin Council Jr. Averaged 15 points per game for this team. So far, he's getting multiple efforts.
Somerville with a nice spin. And they got some offense down low. Your rotations, Steve Peichel told you before the game, hey, Ace Bailey, we thought was playing. He's been with us all summer. Somerville can take that and get the bounce.
How about that? He is getting
Somerville out of Illinois and Peoria. Dylan Grant, originally from Mississauga, but prep school there in Michigan. And Somerville, you know, he only has 3 rebounds. It feels like he's been under the glass the entire night.
I have never seen here on the courts at Jersey Mike's Arena in that exhibition against St. John's.
I mean, it looked like what you thought it would look like offensively from those guys.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Jay Hayes back outside. Scarlet Knights played 9 different guys so far here in the first half of the first half. He's trying to penetrate, and the soft touch. He's their leader, but he's playing with 2 fouls. On the fine, Tajay Kelton left it short. What a spin! And the finish! Somerville with the dipsy-do! More than 6 minutes without points. Now 12 straight misses. Durkak back on the floor, and Lewis sent it into the cheerleaders. And it will be Rutgers back.
Talk about the building blocks of what he can turn into if he's playing this well this early on in his career.
Durkak going back to work. He was on the losing end of the NEC championship game last year. Merrimack a season ago at Merrimack, and he sticks the first. It's the debut for Ben Johnson's squad against. And
very confident that that basketball is going to go in as soon as it leaves his hand.
If you're Donald Copeland on the positive, he knows his team has a ton of fight, and this is the side of the floor where they make their mark too. And so they've certainly been doing that. Martini, the quick release, he drills a 3. I mean, he's got the maybe some of the broadest shoulders on the team.
For sure.
Right, Emmanuel Bole is the most imposing physical person on the team, but then next to that, nobody's the same width as Martini. Williams on the drive, count it. Oh, and the run continues. It is 18-0.
He never left this campus. He was locked in the gym. First time he saw convert on a high clip there.
Xavier Fitch, the freshman for Wagner, on the floor for the first time. He's trying to chase down Harper. Tags into the hole. Count on the foul.
That's play with plays like that. That play was made in the film.
And obviously a part of this too. And he's certainly one of the most important players in this program's history. Ron Harper Jr. now with the Celtics G League team. So he's been around and he knows how this works. That's finally the answer. Nearly 11 minutes without a point, and they finally knock in a three.
That's nice roll and replace action right there, and stepping into it confidently. And back to that Ron Harper Jr. point. That's one of the only games that Dylan Harper missed. The biggest shot of his brother's career, and he wasn't even in attendance.
Yeah, but he'll say he was.
No, he won't. He chopped it up with Mike Hall and said that earlier this week. So if he had one.
And in the double bonus, JaMychal Davis, a couple of shots. Had been an issue for a couple of years. Cliff Amore had really worked hard. Davis got it back. Kick out. Davis. Hayes for three.
How about that? Defense collapses. One of the best opportunities to shoot a tray ball is when defense's eyes are all in the lane. Hayes sneaking behind and making them pay.
Baseline drive, tough finish.
And it's contagious. Really confident play right there from Green getting downhill.
Ooh, Harper, a little slow to get up under the basket. He is trailing the play. Again, it's Green. He's hit in the face. They'll count it. And so back-to-back buckets for RJ. 31 minutes a game last year, too. So certainly he knows what it's like to be counted on.
He's going to be expected to play this year for the Seahawks.
Not much of a three-point threat either. Just 5 attempts. And Williams playing too tight on Harper, and 2 more free throws coming for the Scarlet Knights.
Foul number 12, Zaire Williams, his first personal foul.
Ohio State. So the opportunity against Maryland coming up.
In LA, doing different programs, trying to raise awareness for Asian Americans.
Blake and RJ Green both at the exact same spot. They've got 5 to shoot. Blake trying to get by Somerville, and he forced the pass, and it's taken away. Davis on the push, all the way to the rim. Can't finish on the State Farm halftime report.
That was excellent three, and from the free throw line, he shot 52%. So with the amount of minutes of him.
Attempts. And Wagner's only been to the line once. Harper, another steal. And the finish! Oh, he hung in the air for a long time.
Using that.
Durkak pushed it right into the paint. Oh, and he got it to fall.
Rutgers sees blood in the water. If the defender's not going to step up, Michael, I don't want to be coach soft. I don't want there to be exceptional rules just because of my ranking. Sets a bad precedent for the team, and it also won't allow for him to reach his maximum potential.
Blake trying to dribble it down, get Wagner one last shot, maybe to hit something before. Nice find, and Taylor with the finish. State Farm halftime report coming up here. Harper trying to beat the horn from half court. And then he actually could have said he watched his brother's shot. Not I watched it, I matched it. Eric getting the MVP, the whole thing. He's been still his first college game. He said, yeah, I was nervous yesterday. Guessing those nerves are gone.
Right off the rip.
Rutgers 12 attempts to 1.
Going as aggressive as they can to put the pressure on this officiating crew.
Did hang in with Rutgers on the board. They're only -5 at the moment in that category. Didn't give up a ton of offensive rebounds, so they hung in there from that perspective. They go down to Lewis, and he did get fouled.
Look, this is a good start right here for the Seahawks. And if he can get a couple of easy ones at the free throw line, it bodes well for his confidence as the second half continues to go on.
Offensive aggressive play. Last year, the defender has to be set before the offensive player moves that plant foot. Taylor came in the game. Whoa! He tried to split the defenders, and he threw it all the way to the top. Now they're missed them both. Harper the back door, and Taylor did not give up the easy one to Williams. He'll have to earn it. Jeremiah Williams, when he finally made his debut last year.
A very quick start, 12 games last season for him to return, and you see that he's going to be huge for this team going forward.
Tyler Williams, nice find, and again, they will send Taylor to the line, where he just missed a pair on the Fox Sports app. Long story tradition.
Phenomenal players have a very rich tradition.
Rutgers led by 17 at the break. That lead still the same.
We asked Coach Copeland, will we see any 2-3 zone? Seahawks zoning up RU to see if they can get a better response defensively.
Harper almost scooped. Game.
I think, honestly, he's living up to all the hype and acclimated to the sleep patterns because he has so much that he has to be responsible for between practice, going to tutoring, going to class, and then maintaining his diet.
Naps are a key part to that. Tough shot, and Williams hit. Zaire Williams with the hang and the hit.
Brooklyn, New York native, using that 6'4" frame to create a little bit of separation and rising up with the defender right in his face.
Oh, he got through. Now there's your finishing ability. Nobody home, and Moore can't finish. Williams on the leak out. He can.
But he had the alley-oop opportunity to
Wagner, a missed dunk. The kick out, Moore. Again, the drive. That time a chance for three. He didn't even see the...
To the younger player, Wagner, coming back, getting the ball high off the glass.
Full and become one of the toughest home courts in the Big Ten. But every game of this season is already sold out.
Yeah, palpable buzz for sure, and rightfully so with this talent. How about that? Pump fake, reverse pivot.
On every part of the floor is impressive. Moore got a clean look, and that goes. Ramir Moore's got 5. He had been just 1 of 9, but Harper beat everyone down the floor. Rutgers at the line in the first half early. And Austin, Rutgers going to shoot free throws the rest of this ball game. That is already the 6th foul on the Seahawks, and we are just a little more than 6 minutes in. Mascara. And Taylor in traffic with a nice finish. I mean, every guard they put on the floor, it's just a physically imposing guard when you got smaller guys. Nice find, and Hayes the finish.
The game is just
the other end. Somerville the spin, and Rutgers has its largest lead. Up, and the second chance, no. To the deck, Somerville kicked around some more. And now Rutgers on the break. 3-on-2 to Harper. Riley's 30-plus point debut was massive for Illinois, too, as they are bringing in basically everybody new to try and replace in their team and their scoring production.
And the mantra around is it's a really good knockdown by Blake over college basketball.
Now, we haven't really seen Wagner put back-to-back shots in the hole. That'll happen when you have an 11-minute drought in the first half. Trying to see if they can get a couple of possessions, maybe get some confidence here in the final 10.5 minutes. Nice touch, and there's back-to-back buckets. This one, Keontae Lewis.
and that's what it is. A little bit of confidence brewing. You start with the triple, and you get it to your big fella right there. A nice touch with the floater near the rim.
Still haven't had the under 12 media timeout, so the next whistle is another stoppage. Kicked it around. Hayes has an open look, and he's going to do that a lot. P.J. Hayes hit 72 of those. Starting to break himself. Timeout of Williams with a block. And he takes it all the way. On that first team, all preseason team. Our buddy Andy Katz had Harper and Ace Bailey as the top two players in the conference.
And how about
P.J. Hayes, another one of those transfers. And last year, great three-point shooter at San Diego. Kelton stepped back and finally knocked one in. Tajay Kelton got it to go. His first points of the night to win the NEC championship and earn their first tournament bid in 22 years.
Yeah, and they're still filling things out and developing their identity. What a pass.
That was a pass. And Durkak with the finish. Took a little extra.
That's how you could tell.
Mascara float game off the backboard. No. Taylor found the offensive board. So Rob Taylor puts in two. Wagner shooting just 32% from the night. Inside of 7 minutes to go here on the road. Mascara tough again. Green did not hit the rim, and he puts it up and in.
That's been their best offense as of late. It's getting the shot up on the glass.
Kelton was waiting for it, wanted the three, didn't get it on time. Back to Green. He looks up, and he's got 5 on the timer. And he's fouled, so he'll go to the free throw line.
Yeah, not a...
And a lane violation. And he did not make it. A lot to learn from this game for Donald Copeland's squad. They are 3 of 9 from the free throw line. And here in the second half, Rutgers is shooting 55%. Martini left alone.
Captain's
He's got a transfer coming in. He's been on campus for a couple of months, and he's got the captain spot already.
Yeah, what does that say? You know, we talked with him about, is he keeping tabs on his fellow former running mates down at Princeton, who have a really good team yet again, and Xavier Lee and Caden Pierce, one Ivy League player of the year. He said, of course. Obviously, he's going to text back and forth, but he's locked in on obviously trying to get the championship levels here in Piscataway.
Rutgers will play Princeton coming up in December. Found him again.
Working hard for the Scarlet Knights.
Drive, and Moore can't finish, and there's that man, the captain, ripping it out of there. Durkak found it and put it in.
Durkak, Martini, and P.J. Hayes that are able to come in and help with the burden of being able to put the ball in the hoop.
Well, Nacup hasn't scored yet tonight. That will change in future nights. Williams the finish. Well, and that has happened in there. Blake got it back. Wagner just trying to finish this one to the end, trying to get effort all the way to the end. This is not a young basketball squad. It's an experienced one. They just haven't played a lot of time together.
Nope.
Durkak whistled for the foul, so that will send you.
But the season has started, and you look ahead at their schedule, they won't have too much time at their disposal. Level of competition, and Coach Copeland said that they're going to need for him to put the ball through the hoop, but 0 for 2 right now.
Dylan Grant with the shot, his first minutes tonight for Rutgers. Another one of that part of the freshman class, the 5 different players. Mascara got some space. That's the most space he's had tonight, and he got it to go. Well, interesting thing here for Steve Peichel. He just put Dylan Harper back in the game, and you assume Austin to get him a standing ovation.
Rutgers, nothing sweet for this team from a scheduling standpoint. A lot of good tests, so we'll see what they're made of. It's only going to bode well for them as you get closer to Big Ten play.
That is Acup's first bucket in a Scarlet Knights uniform. Student section with the Dylan Harper chant, 20 points in his first Rutgers bowl game. Deontay Lewis knocks in the bucket. Well, you can feel it too. I mean, the other guys on this team, and we saw it at practice, that the camaraderie is there, and there's a lot of that on opening night for teams all around the conference, but they know what the opportunities in front of them with the talent that they have now on the bench.
Absolutely.
Acuff showing the moves. Can't get the finish, and it's back to Wagner here to round out this final 17 seconds. Well, Austin, you saw the exhibition against St. John's, the up-and-down game. Now you saw this battle against Wagner. Your overall thoughts here of night one?
Phenomenal job of closing this one out. That was problematic against St. John's. They were up for the majority of the game. Not an issue here tonight. Rutgers looks good, sharing the game. Some things to clean up from the free throw line and with some turnovers, but you got to be pleased if you're a Scarlet Knights fan.
Now Steve Pikiell's team shoots 51% from the floor. They hold Wagner to 34%, including a near 11-minute drought in the first half. And Dylan Harper's debut without Ace Bailey a success